Guys, welcome to Namaste Warrior Yoga Express workout for the busy New Yorkers. Make sure that you start in a comfortable sitting position. Next to me is my friend Liz. Liz will be demonstrating with me as well. She will be demonstrating the advanced postures, and I will be explaining the rest of the levels in this sequence. Let's start in any sitting position you choose. We are sitting in hero's pose. Sit tall and focus on your breath. 1 minute of conscious breathing. And I like to time everything, so this way you get exactly the kind of workout that you need. We're transitioning from the outer concerns towards the concerns of the body. You're drawing attention back into yourself and towards the breath. You don't have to close your eyes when you're becoming conscious of your body, but it surely helps. Notice the quality of the breath. Good. Let us now transition to Ujjayi breathing. So deep breath starting now. Also about a minute. With your throat constricted, you hear the sound in the back of your throat, as if you're sipping air through a straw. The breath is fluid and deep. If you have lost awareness of your spine, ensure that you have a tall seat. In yoga, we want to start building towards our higher function, our higher state of consciousness. So be aware of your body, and if you have any tension in the body, let it go while watching and manipulating your breath. Blink your eyes open, and let's transition to all fours for cat-cow. Stack your arms underneath your shoulders, spread your fingers, spread your knees hip distance apart. On the inhale, curl your toes under, arch the spine. On the exhale, round. Same thing, about a minute. Cat-cow, inhale, exhale. Maximum arching and maximum rounding, right? So do this with a sense of purpose. Try not to perform these exercises mindlessly as if this was another day. Today is a new day, a new beginning. And here's your opportunity to massage out the tension in your spine. We're creating space in the body. We're creating a longer, taller you. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Inhale, arch. Heat the body through the breath and the movements. Make the muscles softer for a deeper stretch. The upper arm bones externally rotating. Palms pressing down and externally rotating. Excellent. That's the sound of the timer to come into our downward facing dog. Pull your hips all the way back. We keep the Ujjayi breath process now for the rest of the class. So this is part of the requirement. Without breath, this is simply gymnastics. To make this class a yogic experience and to leave with a calm body and mind
We need to practice consistent ujjayi breathing as we walk the dog. Right knee bends, left knee bends. Walk it out. As I'm walking, I'm conscious of my breath. Keep extending your hips backwards and up towards the upper corner of your room. Keep your spine and arms in the same line, fully extended, pushing the floor away with every digit. All right. Inhale, upper plank position. Suck in the belly, hips shoulder height. Pull your heart forward through the skull. Exhale, pull the hips all the way back. Downward dog, head to the floor. Inhale, plank, deep breath in. On your exhale, push the air out of your lungs and push the hips back, further back. Inhale, upper plank. Last time, exhale, downward facing dog. Here comes the challenge pose. Inhale, plank. Release down to your forearms, elbows underneath the shoulders. 3-minute forearm plank. Here we go. The timer has been set. Interlace your fingers and pull the heels back. Hold the pose. You're tucking the buttocks underneath your upper torso. Your lower back is flat. If you have a mirror at home, maybe practice in front of the mirror so that way, originally and at first, you can learn to maintain the plank posture, the straightness of your back. Once you get used to the pose, you don't have to use the mirror anymore. You can focus your attention deep within on keeping the pose strong and your breath smooth. Two minutes to go. If you're tired or if your core is not holding you up right now, you can always release your knees down to the floor. But if you're feeling strong, knees off the floor. If you lose your bearing completely, take child's pose liberally as you may require. As your shoulder strength starts to weaken, make sure you tell yourself, yes, I can. Yes, I can. And hold the pose. Sometimes when I practice, I go till failure, muscle failure. That way, I challenge myself completely and go beyond my limitations. Always listen to your body, however, and use your mind to push through if possible. Minute remaining. Last minute. Yes, I can. Keep drawing the belly button towards the spine. Keep the buttocks tucked action going. From the heart through the skull, pull forward. The heels are pulling back, your thighs are engaged, you're maintaining a flat back. Breathing in and breathing out. Since your belly is constricted, you're breathing into the upper and the middle lobes of your lungs. Learn to breathe into the upper part of the body. As the timer sounds, release into Sphinx pose. Good, hips down. Extend your toes. Spread your fingers, shoulders broad. Looking forward like the Sphinx statue in Egypt. Feet together, toes pulling back. Now bring your gaze to the third eye. Inhale. Open your mouth, tongue out. Exhale, lion's breath. All the way out. Inhale. Stay focused on the third eye. Inhale last time. Good. Face getting a stretch. Lift the elbows up. Look to the right. Find your right foot. Find your left foot. Right foot. Left foot. Right foot. Left foot. Excellent. Pull in the belly and press yourself up. We're coming up for our Hindu squats. So, 3 minutes Hindu squats. Try to go non-stop. Here we go. At home, pump the music if you like to get the tempo going, get the blood flowing. Here we're going to do it just with our breath. Keep your respiration ready, and let's begin. 3 minutes Hindu squats. Pace yourself. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Your gaze is forward, you are concentrated. If you're still new to the practice, go slow. If your legs are tired, go slow. Don't bounce off your calves. Release to parallel thighs to the floor and then lift up. Inhale, exhale, deep respiration. Feels good, building heat in the body. Strength and explosive power in the legs. If you have your heels off the floor, you're also developing springs in your step. A little buoyancy. Always good to lift the mood and improve your circulation. When the going gets tough, it's easy to lose focus. Stay concentrated. Yes, I can. And keep moving. It's part of the challenge. The Namaste Warrior Yoga way. Build strong, powerful legs, and then we stretch them out. As I always say, the first part of the class is you kick your ass. The last part of the class, you kiss it. Less than a minute remaining. Good work. Hard work. You're shaping your buttocks. You are strengthening and toning your legs. Building endurance in the body. This is conditioning at its finest. So get with it. Get with the program. And stay committed. And you will see results. Just a little bit longer. Man, my thighs are burning. Wow. Let's try balance. And to calm ourselves down, switch your weight to your left foot. Left hand on the hip. Bring your right foot to the inner thigh. If you're having trouble balancing, foot on the floor, toes down. Maybe inside the shin bone or the calf. Tree pose. We're not only stabilizing the body, we're trying to stabilize our heart rate and our breath. Eyes soften. This might not be easy if your ankles are worn out. Perhaps if the tree pose is not working out and you're experiencing cramping in your calves or Achilles, simply take mountain pose. Oh boy, right? This is tough. These are killers. And let us switch. Right foot down. Shift your weight into the right foot.
Root the foot down and bring your left foot to the inside of the thigh, calf, or toe down to the floor. Many levels to choose from. Choose the one that works for you today. Ujjayi breath is smooth, belly firm, rectus abdominis pulled in. I'm pressing my thumbs into my heart. I am whole and complete and connected to the breath and the body. And as I build stability, I feel more connected. I feel more relaxed. I feel more in control. And that is the true power of yoga. To have more self-control, to lead a life of freedom, free will. When you have control, you have freedom of choice. So choose the hard thing, choose discipline, choose the right thing to do, and you'll experience freedom within. Good, release the left foot down. All right, the next in Hindu calisthenics is Dand catch stretch or Hindu push-up. 2 minutes, guys, of non-stop action. We worked out the lower body. Now it's time to strengthen and condition the upper body. 2 minutes. And begin. Either catch stretch or Hindu push-up. Inhale forward. Exhale backward. Get your respiration on. As you inhale, lift the chin all the way up and back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Make your respiration a top priority. And if at any time you feel pain, you are suffering, maybe it's time to take a break in child's pose. However, since these are in fact strength and conditioning yoga classes, the way to build conditioning and endurance in the body is to keep challenging yourself and to push through plateaus, to set new ways of being unlimited. To become unlimited, you must push through the limits. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Less than 40 seconds remaining. Try to move fluidly, rhythmically, and pace yourself. Sometimes I speed up, and sometimes I slow down. Don't overheat. Excellent. You may take child's pose or puppy dog stretch to release the tension in your back and get into a deep back bend. And me and Liz will be doing puppy dog stretch together because it's such a wonderful exercise to stretch out the chest, armpits, and give you a nice back bend, opening your heart. Chin to the floor. If your chin doesn't reach the floor, you can always place a block under. Or you can keep moving your arms forward until your chin is on the floor. Keep pulling your tail back and arms in front of you. Breathe. Concentrate your gaze. Notice that the breath is fast from the previous exercise. Slow down. Relax. Melt your heart. Melt your throat. Deep back bend. And the more focused my eyes are, the more I'm able to stabilize my brain activity. And the more stable I am, the less restless I am. It's all intertwined. It's all matters. So if you care about how you're living, if you care about how you are doing the postures, and what kind of health benefits you are getting, you need to also care about learning to how to stabilize your breath. It starts with the breath and ends with the breath. Good, walk your hands back. From here, hero pose. So come to the front of the mat. Knees together, feet mat distance apart, roll your calves out. You can sit on a block if your knees are constricted, or no block. Bring the fingers facing backwards, shoulder width apart, and start walking your hands back. Now lift your buttocks, tuck your pelvis under. Feel a deep stretch in your thighs. Good, keep knees together, release the hips down in the block. Keep your butt slightly tucked underneath you, just as we did in forearm plank. And walk your arms back. Now stretching the front of the shoulders and the biceps. Chin to chest, drishti, your focus is in front of your nose. You're disciplining the body, you're calming the mind. So after all the Hindu squats, after all the butt kicking, here comes the kissing. We're releasing and softening the thighs and the upper arms from all the push-ups and the cat stretches. Intelligent sequencing, intelligent design for a modern human being. All right, start to walk yourself back. And let's come to the middle of the mat. Time to stretch out the tension created in the legs. Hands to the hips. Send your right foot forward. Untuck the toes. Send the hips forward. And lift the arms up. Low lunge. Back toes pressing down. Hips forward. Thigh engaged. Knee joints stable. Pushing forward. Past your second toe. Try not to constrict your shoulders towards the ears. That also restricts your breathing. Keep your collarbones broad and your fingers shooting towards the sky with energy. The skull is rising in between the arms for 2. Pushing the back thigh into the floor. Squeezing the inner thighs together to activate the hip flexor and the hamstring of your right leg. This is a very active posture. Be tension-free in your trapezius muscles. Keep the arms extended for 4. Squeezing the inner thighs, breathing in for 5. And on the exhale, standing forward fold at the top of the mat. So feet together, fold in, grab your ankles and fold forward. Chest on top of the thighs. Neck is soft, head releasing towards the floor. 2. Tail lifting, chest still glued to the thighs, elbows wrapped around the knees for 3. 4. 5. Arms to the side, sweep yourself up. Come up. Pull back, baby back bend. And interlace the fingers, flip the palms out. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend sideways to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Center to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale and ground your feet and pull to the right. Center yourself and then stretch out to the left. Center to the right. Center to the left. Back to center. Suck in the belly and fold all the way forward. Send the right leg back this time. Low crescent lunge. Untuck the back toes, lift the hips, and on the exhale, as you send the hips forward, lift the arms up. Concentrate your gaze to help you become stable in the pose. For 1. Start squeezing the back
thigh into the floor and the inner left hamstring towards the right thigh. Scissoring action. Do you feel the hip flexor engage so much more? And we can work out that tension and elongate it while keeping it toned. And scissoring together. Great exercise to activate the hip flexors and at the same time tone and stretch them. So the legs are quite engaged, the arms engaged, full body action. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, release your fingers down to the floor, maybe use your blocks. And from here, half split. Pull your hip back, flex your foot, spread the toes. And start releasing belly, keep your spine long, and then continue lowering down. Try not to round your spine. If you're close to the floor, you might want to move the blocks, and that's fine, and use your elbows. Release down, maybe even bring your head to the floor. But if you lack flexibility in your middle spine, keep your heart up. Keep your chest broad so you can have deeper respiration and utilize it to release the tension in the back of your left hamstring. Now let's turn our footless to the left 45 degrees. Yes. Do you feel the outer IT band engage? Good. Release down to the inner left thigh. Notice that Liz is pulling her heart forward, extending her spine over her front leg. She's not rounding her head to the leg. That's not going to help her stretch her hamstring. Keep extending the heel of your front foot forward and pulling the thigh bone backwards to activate maximum stretch. Good. Turn toes up. Bend your front knee so the knee is over the ankle. Bring your forearm to the thigh. Make a fist and gently push the thigh away. Turn to the right. Find your back foot, bend the knee, and hook the foot. Good. Send the hips forward. Try to make sure the knee is strong. Now guys, you can always use a strap, right? If you can't find your foot, you can use a strap. So Liz is just going to demonstrate this. Grab a strap and pull it towards you. You can even pull it over your ear, turn forward, and there you go. That's your low lunge, and you get maximum stretch in the top of your right thigh. Good. You can continue going to your regular stretch since you have it. Pull it in, and go forward. Release the back foot. Lift the hips. Left hand on the thigh. Pull the foot in until your hips are square and your knees over the ankle. Lift your right elbow. Hook the elbow over the thigh, maybe even down to the armpit. Right hand flat. Left hand on top. Stack the elbows. Suck in the belly and press the right arm down on top of the thigh and turn the torso open. Back shin bone pressing into the mat to keep your hips balanced. Suck in the belly and turn to the left. Breathing in. And trying to deepen the twist on the breath out. By the virtue of pulling the belly in towards the spine, you're protecting the spinal column and at the same time creating space to turn the rib cage open and away from the thigh, providing maximum twisting action. Excellent. Okay. Release the hands down. Turn to the right, feet flat, wide-legged fold. And then from here, we're going to stretch the inner thighs. Right knee bends to the right, keep your feet parallel, and then left knee to the left. So now we're stretching inner thighs. Right knee, left knee. Right knee, left knee. Keep moving side to side. Very nice. Nice and fluid. Inhale. Exhale. Always with the breath. For 3, 2, 1, to face forward again. Feet together. Grab the back of your ankles and again fold forward. The spine is long and extending towards the earth. The tail is lifting, stretching the back of the hamstrings. Try to lift your kneecaps by engaging and firming your thighs. Bend the knees, fingers to the floor. Send the left leg back. Low crescent lunge and half split. Flex your foot. Spread the toes. And release down, maybe blocks. The heat we created at the top of the class was meant to soften and warm your muscles for deep stretching now. So explore your elasticity in the pose and keep extending from the knee through the shin bone forward and from the knee to the thigh, pull back into the hip. You'll feel maximum extension occurring in the bottom of your leg. Use your upper body as a lever to either reduce or go into the posture more. Turn your right foot out 45 degrees. Outer IT band stretch. Use your inner intelligence. I feel tremendous amount of strain in my previously injured outer right thigh. So I'm coming back on my blocks to reduce that tension. My leg is still fully extended. I'm still pushing the heel forward, tractioning the heel across the floor. It's just that I'm using my upper body less to reduce the lever action and pressure on top of the leg. Ideally, you might want to stay longer on the side which is tighter. But since this is an express class meant for group fitness classes, meaning for many body types, for yourself, maybe stay in this pose longer or choose to do it after class to get into whichever side is tighter. Work on that side longer. Okay, foot forward, down, move the foot back, lift your hips. Forearm on the knee, send the hips forward, find your back foot, pull it in. Turn your upper torso to face forward once you catch your foot. Keep your heart lifted, chin pulled back towards the back of the throat. Especially when you feel distracted in life, here's a good opportunity to utilize your yoga practice to release and let go of the distractions and to turn your attention inwards onto the body. Work out your body and you will immediately feel a sense of mood elevation and strength and self-empowerment. One more deep breath in. And on the exhale, release your back foot. Lift your hips and slide your back front foot in until the hips are square and the knees right over the ankle. Right hand to the hip, left elbow turns and right over the thigh as much as you can. Left hand flat, right hand on top. Good, pull in the belly. Press the outer left arm into the thigh and suck in the belly, lift the torso off the thigh. Don't get lazy. A lot of people just lie on top of their thigh. You're not lying on the thigh, you're pushing off the thigh, lifting your upper torso and starting to corkscrew the upper body outwards. Look past your shoulder, breathe deeply. If you're losing your balance, fight to keep the ball of the right toe, the big toe of the right foot down. Back shin bone pressing down. After all, anytime you're not lying on the floor or sitting on the floor, you are balancing on your feet. So start building strong foundations, and then it will improve the elasticity of your twist, because you're no longer afraid to go deeper into the posture. You have a stable base. All right, excellent. Slowly release, and then from here, downward facing dog. Walk it out again. Push, push, push back. Walk the feet. Stretch out those hamstrings. Now let's do some hops. I feel like hopping now. Keep your arms extended, Liz. Lift the chin. Bend the knees. Keep the arms and spine on one line, and see if you can hop your butt up a few times. Just hopping up nice and light, like a butterfly. That's it. Try to get your butt up. Push the floor away. And hop. That's it. Nice and light. 4, 5. 4. Whoa. I went a little too much. Excellent. Okay. Let's go down to the belly. It's always fun to hop once you get your springs in. Bow pose or skydiver pose is next. Liz will be demonstrating the bow, which is more advanced, and I will stick to skydiver, which is less strenuous, but still works your upper body. And let's begin. 5 breaths. Lift up. Skydiving, you bend your knees, lift the elbows, lift the chest. Like you're falling out of the sky. 4, 5. Back bending the spine, lifting the thighs. 4, 4. Neck is long. 4, 3. Back muscles activated, shoulder blades squeezing together, elbows pulling back. 4, 2. One, and release. Don't move. Feel the heartbeat on the floor. Feel yourself stabilizing. Coming into a sense of equilibrium. Good. Let's push off the floor. Cross your ankles underneath you. Let's sit forward into plow pose, and then we'll do forward fold. So to end the class, let's do a plow pose. So move forward, yes, and bring your feet over your head. If you still can't do plow pose, you can always place your feet up the wall and let the blood stream down into your brain and the thyroid. However, if you have a plow, make sure you're bringing your hands to your lower back for support. Your shoulders right underneath. So roll the shoulders under, bring the elbows as close together as possible, very good. And support yourself, legs extended, thighs engaged, and walk your toes towards the head. And we will do plow pose for exactly a minute. The other variation is extending your arms just the way I'm doing, interlacing the fingers while lifting your tailbone high to the sky. Keep your back straight and flat, balancing in between your shoulder blades and not so much on top of your neck. The back of the neck gets a nice stretch. Your chin is gently away from the chest, allowing you space to breathe. Are your thighs still engaged? Are your heels still pulling towards the earth and toes walking towards the back of the head? Can you lift your tailbone higher while rolling the shoulders underneath you more? Can you elevate your spine in between your shoulders? And that's the timer. So unroll yourself slowly, Liz, and let's come into forward fold. Move the fleshy parts of your butt back. You may sit on a block if you need it. A block is good for tilting the hips forward. It might be a good idea if you have tight hamstrings or lower back. And release down. And again, you're using your upper body as a lever to maximize the stretch of the back of the hamstrings. The important part is stretching the lower back and the hamstring. So, if you feel constricted, stay there and breathe out the tension before you maneuver yourself lower to the legs. We're allowing the body to drop down. Notice if you have any tension in your neck, trapezius, unnecessary tension in your spine, your face. Let it go. Allow yourself to sink further and further with each exhale. Lift yourself halfway up. Pull your heart forward and release further down. Deep leg stretch. Spine stretches as well. Start to lift your upper body up. Bend your knees like you're doing boat pose. Spread your toes. Suck in the belly, spine tall. Arms in front. Make fists. Squeeze the fists. Forearms, squeeze. Biceps, squeeze. Triceps, squeeze. Your whole arm is squeezed now. Contract your toes, spread them wide. Contract your calves, inner thighs, upper thighs, belly, sides of the obliques. Chest contracts. Face. Contract. 3. Hold it. Every muscle, buttocks. 2, 1, let go. Extend your spine, the back of your neck. Roll your shoulder blades underneath you. And don't move a muscle, let it go. This completes our practice. The last pose in this express class is simply chilling out in corpse pose. Try not to think about your day. Feel your body instead. Notice the after effect of the contraction. Your body is desiring rest. So oblige it. Let it go. I always say, if you're going to indulge in anything, indulge in corpse pose, but not mindlessly. You are in fact in a state of functional alertness. You're paying attention to exactly how you are relaxing the body. Just watch. Let the body do its work. Notice if there's any tension in your face. Let it go. Notice if you feel any tightness in your extremities. Let them fall, let them melt too. Notice if you're holding your belly tight. If you are, simply let go. Don't resist. Part of the problem of being a human being is consistently fighting and thinking about the future, competing and
being ambitious and having many goals and always striving. In corpse pose, we undo the harmful effects of being constantly in fight or flight, constantly being stimulated. We let go. There is no resistance. There's just pure beingness, pure mindfulness of the self embodying this vessel. You may turn to any side you wish now and come sitting up to conclude our program. I hope you guys are ready to take on your day. You feel energized and relaxed. Keep this poise throughout the day. Be mindful of how you are living in this body. Thank you for joining us for Namaste Warrior Yoga Express Workout. Namaste.